Hello guys, Mike here. Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection is back with a special Western Roundup update. This is my summer 2025 Western-a-thon, Western Star of the Summer. Each summer I pick a really good Western star. I feature him and I watch all of the said Western person's movies. So past years was Randolph Scott, John Wayne, Audie Murphy, and Jimmy Stewart was last year. So this year, guys, I'm going to pick someone who's very underrated in both movies and just film history. I'm going to feature the one and only John Payne. That's right, John Payne, Western star like no other. Now, he only made about 10 Westerns. I think there may have been like a musical Western or something from the 1930s. I'm not even going to count that. I don't think he would even count that. But yeah, he did 10 solid Westerns. He's worked with some really good directors and everything. And, you know, John Payne is mostly remembered now for being in the first Miracle on 34th Street in 1947 with Natalie Wood and Maureen O'Hara. But yeah, he did a lot of great film noirs. Some of my favorite film noirs are movies starring him. But today I'm going to focus on his Westerns and everything. So he is the star of the summer 2025, a Western, wears the hat, rides the horse, he can punch, he can fight, he does all the stuff, he fits. Because some Western star, you know, some actors did Westerns and they just stuck out like a sore thumb. They just really did not fit in a Western, but John Payne did. And let's start with his movies, guys, shall we? First up, this is a movie that is kind of hard to find. You can find it on eBay, on DVD, look it up. Each one of these are going to be ones from a eBay seller by the name of Otter Vomit, and also HollywoodScrapHeap.com. I think I have about 5 of the movies that I got from his website, which are very hard to find. I mean, you might be able to watch them on YouTube for free, but I got these, and these were really good. I don't know where he gets his prints at and everything, but a lot of them look so good. So here we go. First one. The Road to Denver, and this is an excellent movie from 1955. It's in color. It's also starring Mona Freeman, and the actor Skip Homeier. Now, Skip Homeier is kind of a goof. He's kind of goofy. Let me just get that out there. He's kind of goofy. In this movie, he plays his younger brother, John Payne's younger brother. And I mean, from the get-go, from the start of the movie, I mean, he's got an attitude, he's got a chip on his shoulder. This guy is ready to fight anybody. I mean, it's almost laughable and stuff, how he gets into fights. You just want to slap his face and send him to his room with no dinner. But anyways, it's a story about good brother, bad brother. They come to this town, and both of them. And John Payne kind of starts working for this company there. He's kind of doing the good thing. He's like dating the beautiful daughter or cousin or niece or somebody, I forgot. And Skip Homeier goes the bad way, I guess you could say, working with the great Lee J. Cobb, trying to do everything they can to sabotage this company that John Payne works for. So great movie. I mean, it really is. I think it's got a little cameo by Lee Van Cleef in there, and I think he gets into a big fight with John Payne in that one. Now, I'm outside, guys. Those are not my dogs, for once. Those are not my dogs. I just want, for the record. Next up, I'm going to show all the ones that I got from that one eBay seller. Next up is the Eagle and the Hawk. Really cool. Also, I mean, each one of these are really cool. Now, the Eagle and the Hawk is like an adventure, 1950. co-starring Rhonda Fleming and Dennis O'Keefe. It's in color, and Texas Ranger Todd Croden, that's John Payne, and Union spy Whitney Randolph, played by Dennis O'Keefe, crossed into Mexico to investigate a growing struggle for power between the French-supported Maximilian and the native-born Benito Juarez in Mexico. They meet General Legueras, who is loyal to Juarez in Mexico. They meet General, I read the same thing, who is intertwined with the powerful and manipulative Basil Danziger, played by Fred Clark. Croden falls for the Madeline, the woman, Rhonda Fleming, but soon runs afoul of Danziger, who condemns him to be pulled apart between two horses. Yeah, it wasn't the best description, guys. It was kind of, but a really good movie. It's got some, like you said, like he was going to have him, you know, what is it, quartered and pulled apart by horses and stuff. So yeah, watch the movie. That's all I can tell you. But it's good though. Next up, this is a movie from 1953. It's in color also. The Vanquished. And this one stars, of course, John Payne, Jan Sterling, Colleen Gray, and Lyle Bettinger. Now, he's one of those ultimate slimy bad guys in these movies. Basically, John Payne comes back from the Civil War. Now, he was best friends with the Lyle Bettinger character before the war. Now, he goes off and fights, and he gets, you know, really just sick of seeing blood and murder, and he's just very a changed man. He comes back just, you know, like, what is the life now? You know, what is life? He's just, you know, I think he was a lawyer and stuff, but he comes back, and his buddy has pretty much stayed home, avoided the war, and has basically become a tycoon in the town, running everything and stuff. And he comes back, and things don't go so well for John Payne. So it's really good, very good movie, very good, interesting movie. The Vanquished, pretty cool. Now this one is also pretty cool. This one is also called Santa Fe Passage. John Payne, Faith Dumgirl, Rod Cameron, Slim Pickens, a young Slim Pickens is in this, Leo Gordon and Anthony Caruso. While leading a wagon train through Indian territory, John Payne fails to prevent an attack upon his people by Indian braves, because he goes off with another person to help someone. There was something happened, and then, you know, this wagon train group are the most defenseless, like, wimpy people that can't do anything for themselves. They're totally just waiting on John Payne to tell them when to walk, when to talk. I mean, they're just helpless without him. So he goes off, but then they get attacked by Indian braves. And then when he comes back, he's like, "Oh my God, what happened? I'm sorry. I was only gone for, you know, a couple hours, and this happened." And they were just thinking he was involved in it somehow, because he's he's kind of a tracker. You know, he knows the land and he knows stuff, you know. But really good, 1955, 91 minutes, color. What's really cool is all these are in color and they look really good. Okay, the final one from that eBay seller, Otter Vomit. This one is called Passage West. It's starring John Payne, Arlene Whelan, and Dennis O'Keefe. Now, Dennis O'Keefe has been in a couple of his movies, and so is I think Mona Freeman. But this one is really excellent. This one is definitely pick this one up. John Payne is the leader of a murderous band of scumbags. That's what it says here, guys. I love it. Who have just busted out of prison when they come across a small wagon train of religious settlers and immediately take them hostage. Tensions and hardships grow as the travelers continue to trek towards California across dry, desolate country. That's right, guys. This is from 1951. It's also in color. It's 80 minutes. Passage West. Love this thing. This group, they come upon, they've escaped prison. They're out like in the desert. They're not deep into the desert yet, but they're in the desert. They come across these people. They're trying to bury, a father is burying his son who had just gotten married, and his wife is there, a young wife, young son, Now, he got murdered, I think, by Indians on another attack, you know, because they're out there alone getting across there. So they're trying to bury the son when they come across and say, give us food, give us clothes. And they're like, we're trying to bury our brother into the ground. And he's like, leave him, let the vultures eat him, or something like that. And he's just like, man, he's like, he can be bad, he can be good, really good in that scene. So basically they leave the guy to bury the son with someone else. They leave him with like a canteen of water and a shovel and said, good luck. And the guy was like, there's no way I'm going to leave my son here above ground, you know. So he goes, and they continue on with John Payne and the crew, basically keeping him captive, hostage, and everything. And you know, everything is really good. And I won't tell you anything about it. Like, does the guy come back? Is he dead out there and they come across him later? Just watch it. This one is definitely one to get. Write it down, put it on your list. Passage West. Yeah, it's not Rio Bravo or, you know, the Wild Bunch or anything like that, but it is prime B movie. This is 5-star B movie at its best. Passage West, get that one. Now, next up, these were ones released by, you know, official companies. This was a new one, actually, I picked up for this. Actually, there was still a Western I hadn't watched, and I kind of avoided it because it co-stars Ronald Reagan. And I just don't like Ronald Reagan as an actor. I just really don't. I mean, sure, he was an okay president, I guess. I guess he was an okay governor of California at one time. But I guess just as an actor, I just never really bought him. He's just been, you know, the Gipper thing and all that. But this one is actually pretty good. It's directed by Alan Dwan, who's a legendary director that goes back to the silent film days. I mean, all the way back to the beginning of Hollywood, 1915, and like Cecil B. DeMille and him, they were friends, and they pretty much created Hollywood, guys, you know, and stuff. So Alan Dwan is directing this movie, and I actually did a video about Alan Dwan. Check it out if you can. But anyways, this is a movie called Tennessee's Partner. Now, John Payne plays a guy named Tennessee. He's this, you know, gambler. He's a man of many things. He's a coat of many colors. Ronald Reagan is this kind of like, oh, gee whiz person, kind of, you know, and he's a miner, and he strikes it rich with gold and everything. And I'll read a little bit of it about this. This one also has Rhonda Fleming in it and Colleen Gray. Now, they were in those previous movies. An intriguing friendship forged between high-stakes gambler Tennessee and quick draw cowpoke Ronald Reagan is tested when temptress gold digger Goldie, played by Colleen Gray, bewitches cowpoke into marrying him. Meanwhile, Tennessee has been maintaining an uneasy relationship with the Duchess, played by Rhonda Fleming. She's the madam of a gambling establishment which serves as a smokescreen to the bordello she operates upstairs. In the end, cowpoke proves to be a true blue when Tennessee is framed on a false rap. It's based on a story by Bret Hart, made in 1955, and it's 87 minutes in color. Actually really good. I like it. I wouldn't say it's a 5-star one. I would say 3.5, maybe 4, depending on the day when you watch it. But yeah, pretty cool. Tennessee's Partner. Write that one down because it may slip by you in looking up his movies and stuff. But directed by Alan Dwan, who also directed the next movie I'm going to show you. Now, Alan Dwan directed this one too, and it may be the same year. 1954 he made this one with Alan Dwan. But this is a German DVD copy of Silver Load, and I'll put on the screen a picture of the American U.S. edition of Silver Load. But man, Silver Load is like one of his best movies. It's up there top 5. Well, he only made 10, but it's definitely in the top 5. I don't know exactly the placement, but probably top 3. Yeah, definitely top 3. It's got the great Dan Duryea in this. I may do one on him next year because he did a lot of westerns all the way up into the 60s, all the way until he died. And man, he is a great actor, man. I love him in film noirs, and he's really good in westerns and stuff. Dan Duryea, that is. And they partner well in this movie. But actually, it's about, it's kind of like the past comes to haunt this guy. It's on his wedding day, and he's getting ready to marry Elizabeth Scott, who also is in this, and also Stuart Whitman. So on their wedding day, they burst into, Dan Duryea and two other guys burst into the church, and they're about to get married, and he's like, go ahead and get married. And he's like, no, this has to wait. I want to figure this out, and then we'll get married. Causes a big stir in the town, and everybody in the town loves this guy. They love him. Because apparently at one time he was partners with Dan Duryea, and they possibly robbed a bank. They don't really go into detail where this money is, this gold that Dan Duryea wants. Did John Payne bring it back to this town and like use it in the town to like build a church and build stuff? And that's why he's held in such a high esteem in the town and everything. And it's really good to watch how that turns. And like in real life, like maybe you had a good friend and they backstabbed you, and just that, how they can turn on you, and you never would expect that. And that kind of happens to John Payne in this movie. But anyways, Dan Duryea comes there posing as U.S. Marshals with a warrant. Now what they did, I don't know if I'm not even going to tell you what happened. But anyways, they're supposedly U.S. Marshals. So they're like, we got to bring you back to, God, I don't know what town it was. Let's just say Dallas, Texas. They got to come back to another town. So he's like, give me 2 hours and I will prove that this is false. I will prove this. I will prove all this stuff. So it's kind of one of those movies by the clock. It's like unfolding in real time, So this movie is 77 minutes. So basically, for an hour, like real life, on an hour, it goes by and he's trying to do it. He's all over the town. He's trying to get the guy to send a message, Morse code, trying to get him to send a code. And he's like, I don't know if I want to do that. And it's really good. It's so freaking good. I love this. I love Silver Lode. I love watching it. It's just, Dan Duryea is just so dramatic and just so, it's such a perfect B movie. I mean, it really is. It's a perfect Saturday afternoon movie to put on. And oh man, it's short and sweet, and it just 5 stars out of the park. That's Silver Lode, guys, by the way. Next up, this is an actual, this is only Blu-ray I have of John Payne's Westerns. This was released by Kino. This is a movie from 1949 called El Paso. And this is really good because it's in color. It's got Gail Russell, who's an actress I love. Man, she was so beautiful. Such a tragic story to her life. The great Sterling Hayden. And one of my favorite people in Westerns, Gabby Hayes, is in this one. Also Dick Foran. Now he's one of those faces but you just really don't know his name. But this is really good. This is directed by Lewis Foster, who did a lot of great B Westerns. This is John Payne is an ex-Confederate captain. He's ready for a quiet life. He wants to settle down and just be a lawyer and put the war behind him and stuff. But however, a corrupt sheriff and a drunken judge and a crooked landowner running the town decides to form a vigilante group to combat them. Hollywood veteran Lewis Foster directed this action-packed Western with co-stars the beautiful Gail Russell, Sterling Hayden, Mary Beth Hugh. Henry Hull is also in this. That didn't really make sense. But anyways, he comes back to give some papers to this lawyer who is Gail Russell's father. But now he is kind of a drunk. He's the drunk of the town, and the bad guys pretty much control him now. And Gail Russell just wants to move back home to the city and stuff and get away from all this, because all of it was just a big let down when they came out there. Her father turned into a drunk. They're running this store. Everybody just laughs at him. He's like a judge or something like that. Really, really good, kind of, just cool. It's another one of those. Well, actually, it's 103 minutes, which is an hour and 43 minutes. It might be just slightly over long, but I still give it 3 3/4 stars, 4 stars. Yeah, definitely a good one. But it looks really good. It's a 4K scan from the original 35 millimeter, 2-strip color negative. So they really did some restoration on it. So yeah, check that one out, El Paso. And by the way, that one's got reversible art. So if you get it, you can flip the artwork. Next up, this is a DVD from the limited edition MGM collection. They came out in like 2008 or something. And all of these are kind of rare. Now, some of them are actually coming out now on Blu-ray from Kino, but some of them are still stuck on these DVDs, and they cost a lot of money on eBay, for example, because it's rare, because it's the only copy of it, basically. But this is one of those. This is Rebel in Town. This stars John Payne, Ruth Roman, Jake Carroll Nash, Ben Cooper, and also starring John Smith. This is a story of an ex-Confederate soldier accidentally kills a small boy after a bank robbery. Later, the boy's father saves the soldier's life. So yeah, these people come to rob the bank. John Payne is just he's just an average guy. He's just out there, and everybody's looking at what's going on. There's a little boy kind of running. He's right here. They have a shootout. Basically, the little boy gets shot and killed, and it's very dramatic for the time. I mean, I thought that was really cool. Not that kids get killed is cool, but just the fact that they showed something kind of violent in that day and time, it was kind of cool in that aspect. Because what year did this movie come out? 1956, I believe. This is like one of his last westerns he made. But anyways, it's pretty. It's pretty good. It's got Ben Johnson. It's got Bobby Clark, I think, is the little boy. Directed by Alfred Werker, who did a lot of different B movies and stuff, horror movies, I believe. But yeah, it's really good. And I'm sorry, this came out in 2011, so it's one of those made-on-demand movies, So yeah, Rebel in Town, check it out. It's got a cool story to it. Now this one is definitely top 5. This is probably top 3. This is probably top 3, guys, because I would say Silver Lode is my favorite John Payne movie. This might be number 2. This is Rails into Laramie. I'm sorry, Laramie, because I have this French language edition on DVD, but it's in English when you watch it and everything. But it's because at the time it was hard to find, and now I think it's out. It's more out there, and you can watch it on YouTube, by the way, too. But anyways, this is called Rails into Laramie. It stars John Payne. It's got the great Dan Duryea back in this one. Lee Van Cleef is in this. The scenes of John Payne just slapping Lee Van Cleef around is enough to get this movie. Check it out. It is so much fun to watch this. This is another Saturday afternoon movie. Barton McLean's in this. Joyce McKenzie. This was made in 1954 by Universal. And really good. It's in color also. And it's only 78 minutes. So it's fast and furious, man. It's over before you know it. My neighbor's mowing their yard out here in the west. I don't know. So anyways, Rails in the Laramie. Get that one. Now that's all the movies, guys. The Summer Star, John Payne for 2025. He's the summer Western star in my house, doing a Western-a-thon, watching all his movies and everything. Go back on my channel and watch the past summer episodes and stuff. Though some of those are longer and probably better than this one. Definitely doesn't have a lawnmower and a dog in the background. But anyways, Guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, check out my channel, subscribe. Sorry about that. Hit that like button, give me a thumbs up. That way to get the video out there, more people will see it. And don't forget to comment, and I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching the Western Roundup Update Special Edition Summer 2025 Star of the Summer, John Payne. Adios, amigos.